Alright, welcome back to Flight Sim 2024. Welcome back to the Neofly series. This is episode 40, and as you can hear, our passengers are busy boarding our twin Otter.
Let's get out of here.
Cool, there we go. So boarding is complete, and we're parked. Beautiful early morning here, a little bit of cloud around. Is it raining out there? It looks like it is. But we're back on Yam Island where we ended off in episode 39, and we're going to be doing a couple of trips around to the islands once again and making our way back to Horn Island to see if we can pick up a Islander. I see that the Islander and Trilander have had updates that should make them compatible with Flight Sim 2024 now, so I'm going to check those out. Also, I'm keen to try out the Cessna 185, which got added to 2024 recently, the tail dragger. So I'm a pretty bad tail dragger pilot, so that could be interesting. But our first leg takes us from here over to YMAA is the airport we're going to. Okay, let's get this out. Right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get these on. Cool. In terms of lights, well, let's go through everything. So de-ice, we don't need anything right now. Anti-collision, position, seatbelts, beacon. So actually, anti-collision would be strobes then, if we've got anti-collision and beacon. So that'll stay off until we get to the runway. Okay, none of this is needed just yet. Bleeds we can turn on. Generators once the generators once the engines are on. Okay, so then we can come here and let's do what? These can stay on both, that's fine. Okay, props we can leave there, but we'll turn the fuel on and then we start up engine 1, I guess. Okay, and then we can fire up engine 2.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Okay, very nice. Flaps for takeoff. Right, taxi lights on. That engine just shut down. Sounded like it did. Oh, yes! This was the fuel thing. What did I do last time? Because of the way that Neofly loads the fuel. Did I do... This is forward, so I had both on forward. Okay, so let's fire up engine left again.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Okay, I think we're good. Right. Those are on. What are our complaints here? Let's bring the props up. So that gets rid of that. Okay, that sorts that issue, but that's going to stay like that because of the tanks. So I think we're fine. Okay, I think we're good. That's because we got no fuel there. Although I had this last time, but these don't extinguish, even though there's definitely fuel in this tank. This one is extinguished. Our fuel low level makes sense, there's nothing in there. So I don't know why these, even if I turn this on, they stay like that. So I guess we'll just leave it on. Okay, that's all good. Right, taxi lights are on. And we'll do landing lights and strobes once we get to the runway. So strobes are there, landing lights are over here. Right, let's go ahead. Everyone's on board, everything's checked, flaps are set. Let's get out of here. Okay, is there a windsock around here? There's one way down at the end, there's another one here. No. Okay, let's just quickly see what the windsock is doing. It looks like we need to go all the way down to that end. No, it's facing this way, right? I think it's facing this way. Okay, so pretty short runway here. Oh, the other thing I actually didn't do is this. Okay, I guess we'll dial this at the end of the runway. We can wait a little bit. Okay, strobes, landing lights. I'm gonna use as much runway as possible here. I want to start. I suppose we could start on the grass. It doesn't actually matter in this aircraft. We'll set the parking brakes. Let's come down here quickly and just do our route. So we are YY. Am I? Yam Island, and we're going to YMAA. Can't go the other way around. I have to go. Oh, are you joking? A, and then all the way around to A. Careful not to go over, because then we have to go all the way back again. Cool. YMAA. That is definitely not right. I really not go this way around. It just keeps doing numbers. That's crazy. YMA. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we need to delete that one. 34 miles. That's much better. We don't want to do 450 miles. Cool. Right, then we're good to go. Flaps are set. Everything's set. Let's dial this up. I don't know if I'm going to use the autopilot. I probably will, like last time. Okay, this goes to alt. So cool. Let's get out of here. jumped up in the air. Sun just starting to come up over the water. Okay, just bringing the throttle and the props back a bit, and flaps all the way up. To stay under these clouds. So let's maybe actually keep it at 1,000 feet. Looks quite rainy up ahead. That might be an issue. That's definitely going to be an issue. So the island is basically straight in front of us now. About 15 minutes flying. Okay, I'm gonna get the autopilot on. Yes, this had the broken heading thing. Let's see if I can just steer it this way a little bit. I can bump up the power slightly. Okay, let's see. Doesn't this have a weather radar? Oh no, it's terrain radar. Traffic. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. It's definitely raining through there. You can see the little rainbow. I wouldn't really want to go any lower than this. And this is why I am upgrading this aircraft once we're back at Horn Island to have floats, because if we're going to fly around 1,000 feet like this, if we have any sort of engine issues now, we're in huge trouble. We're in the water. But if we have an aircraft with floats, at least we can land on the water. I can see the islands up ahead. We might just be able to sneak in here. Feeling it might get a bit bumpy. If I were to go on top of these clouds, that's doable, but then we run the risk of not being able to get back through. Rain looks pretty heavy over there. We don't have a massive amount of fuel on board. That's the next thing. Okay, we're sneaking under these clouds nicely. It's just those rain showers that I'm worried about. Minutes out. So those big islands that we're seeing are not the ones we're going to. This is worrying me. If that's a big patch of rain there, that's kind of exactly where we're going. Maybe we're going to that small island there. Okay, I'm going to look at the map here and just see where that airport is. Let's see. Yeah, I was trying to find this little island. Okay, so we are on the big island. We're gonna go over those smaller islands. And then it's... Wow, this runway is tiny. It's kind of all the way on the eastern side. Okay, so that's gonna be fine. This runway is pretty short though. Getting a bit closer to our GPS course, so let's go ahead and go into nav mode. It seems like the rain is more that side, so hopefully staying on this eastern side of the island will help. 18 miles, 7.5 minutes out. There's one patch of rain in front of us. Looks like we can go around it though. looks like we can just sneak past this. Is that rain underneath there, or is that just like a low cloud? I think it's rain. Looks like we're just gonna make it past. If I had a working heading mode, I might actually just turn out to the right a little bit, but I think we'll leave it as is, because I believe we're coming in. Oh, we're coming in perpendicular to the runway almost. What's the chance that I can get weather for this airport? Oh, cool, I can. Wind 000 at 0, so we can come in. It'll be runway 33. Like so. So we're almost perpendicular. So we'll go past this rain. Veer out to the left a little bit, and then towards the airport.
Transporter from dispatch. Looks like you have a sick passenger on board. It would be better to disembark them at another airport closer to the hospital. It's up to you. Check your mission log.
Right, that is interesting. Okay, they want us to go to Badu Island, which is the bigger island over here, rather than this one, so it's not too far away. So that is why... where was it now? YBAU. Okay, let's go there. It's not too far. It's another 5 minutes, 13 miles, but it's on the bigger island, so has the hospital, like they said. Wonder if we'll have to bring the other passengers back here. So there's where we were supposed to land. Now we're going to the kind of, what would that be, northwestern island. There's two big islands there, Badu and Moa. The strip at Badu is quite a bit longer than the one we were going to, and it's 030, so we're pretty much perfectly perpendicular to it. Okay, just 4 minutes out. I think that might actually be the first like incident emergency type thing that Neofly has given us in the entire series on episode 40. Okay, to be fair, that feature wasn't implemented until like episode 20 something anyway, episode 30 something even. And it looks like there's a rain shower right where the airport is. Brilliant. Okay, if I can't get into Better, I'm going to Moa Island because it's actually closer than coming back here. So we would just kind of skirt around the coast here on the island, or the airport, sorry, is on that side of the island. Ooh, we just lost an engine. That is not good. And that's exactly why I wanted floats. Okay, let's get it started again. It's because of this fuel. I think we've got it running again.
Don't sink.
Alright, there we go.
Don't sink.
Cool. So I don't know why that tank went down so quickly. And pumped everything into this tank. I wonder if it has to do with the boost pumps actually, because now these are lit up. Maybe it's saying, I don't know, it doesn't actually make sense. Okay, but we'll have enough fuel to get in here. Just need to keep an eye on that balance. Okay, we didn't need to ditch in the ocean though. Alright, let's disconnect the autopilot. I think that rain shower is right over the airport. Great. Do we try and land in the rain for a sick passenger? It might actually be worth it. Save a few minutes. I think I can see the runway. Actually gonna gain a little bit of altitude here. Is that the runway there? Looks like if that is the runway, the rain is right on the edge. There's that really heavy patch right there where I think the runway is. Aha, there's the runway. Okay, it is just on the edge, so we should be able to make it in. Okay, let's start getting some flaps in. lights are still set. Flaps are now full. Okay, we're just on the edge of this rain, so we need to get in now. I didn't think that was a particularly great landing, if I'm honest. It's nice and windy here, and we've actually got a bit of a tailwind. But I wanted to put it down right there at the end so we don't have to taxi too far here. There was this moment right at the end there, like on super short final, where I thought the rain was just gonna wash over us. Okay, let's get the flaps up. Right. Let's shut down the engines. Just come up here and turn off the generators.
From dispatch. The patient is on his way to the hospital. Good job.
Transporter, boarding is complete. You can start your flight.
Okay, so now it does look like I need to take the rest of the passengers to where they were supposed to go. At YMAA. I want to see if I can actually get some fuel here though. Wow, we parked on a gloriously uneven patch. Oh, I see. Okay, so I had 2 passenger jobs on board. And so that's why one of them had the sick patient, or sick passenger, I mean. So that one we have ditched. But the other job is still active, so we're going to take them over to our original destination, YMAA. But what I am going to do is there's a bunch of cargo here. All of it is too heavy though. There we go. So we've got some cargo here that needs to go back to Horn Island. So let's load that up, because that's where we're going after this.
Transporter, loading has started. Stand by.
Okay, I need to add a bit more weight now. So let's go here. actually just
You can start your engine now.
under our max takeoff weight. Oh, that's put us over our max takeoff weight. Hang on. There we go. Cool, that works. And let's jump back inside. Oh, great. Cockpit textures all disappeared while we were outside. That's all good. Okay, let's turn on the fuel. The generators are off. That's all good. Let's see. It's probably put all the fuel... Oh, it has put in both now. So let's leave this on normal for now. Hopefully these textures come back soon. That's kind of annoying. Okay, we'll fire up the left engine. Cockpit textures are slowly coming back. Okay, right engine.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Okay, flaps. We need to come up here and do generators 1 and 2, taxi lights, anti-collision lights. We can turn them all on now because we're right here by the airport. Is that on or off? That's off, that's on. Cool. Let's get out of here. I think we're going to taxi down to the end and take off this way towards the ocean. Hopefully the weather holds so we can get out of here and into the other airport. And then we're back to Horn Island where we can have a look at other aircraft and also gonna fit floats to this one. Okay, what errors have we got? Low air pressure, that's fine. And that prop error has gone away as I've set the props all the way to full forward now. Okay, so we're gonna have a bit of a crosswind from the left. Crazy, Horn Island's actually closer, so we're going 34 miles in the wrong direction. And then it's actually 27 miles from here to Horn Island. However, this weather is going to be interesting because that's all in the direction of Horn Island where we need to go after this. Also, my frame rate feels a bit low, particularly looking this way for some reason. Okay, flaps, lights, props. half our runway just disappeared. Oh, it was always like that. Okay. This runway is pretty long actually for the Twin Otter. Okay, here we go. Oh, that crosswind is definitely there. Airspeed's alive. 60 knots. Thought that was a stall, but it's not. It's the altitude alert. Okay, flaps starting to come up. All flaps up now. Okay, let's bring the power back. So not climbing very high. Bring the props back as well. Okay, so we do have a bit of weather around still. Right, this means, which I only thought of now, taking all this cargo on this leg means we're going into the shortest runway with the most weight. So at least getting out we will be lighter, unless we pick up some more cargo at this airport that needs to go to Horn. Just 4 minutes out. We can see the island ahead. Rain looks okay. Patch out there. Other patch that looks to be other side of the island. There's this one here in between the two islands. I think the airstrip is actually in that like little valley between those two ridges. I don't know if you can call that a valley, but that little dip in the terrain. At least we got lots more fuel on board now. It looks like it's right in that gap there. Okay, if I have to go around, it's going to be an immediate right-hand turn, so we stay out of the weather, we stay away from the terrain, and we basically just do a circle and come back around. Okay, reduce my altitude here a bit, stay out of this cloud. Airstrip really, is it really there? It's tiny. Yeah, bringing the props back up. Yeah, that's the airstrip there. Now, actually, if the wind at the previous airport was anything to go by, we should land from the other side. I don't know if that's possible with that weather, though. Rain looks pretty close. Let's try and see if we can get around the other side. I think it's possible. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to get this approach bang on. We do have some space here. Okay, so I got a little slow on the approach last time, right at the end there, so we want to keep that 80 knots. Feels pretty fast.
500.
Such a small runway. Just gotta keep an eye on that turbine lag. Okay, we don't want to waste any runway here, so we need to put it down right away and get on the reverse and possibly the brakes as well.
Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30,
think I popped a
Transport
tire.
from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Yeah, we're leaning to the side. That's what it feels like. I touched down much further than I wanted to and floated. Now everything feels stable. It felt like we'd lost a tire in that landing. Unless we had a bit of like uneven reverse thrust maybe. Okay, flaps coming up. Landing lights off, strobe lights off. Okay, let's drop these passengers off.
Transporter. Disembarkation in progress. Stand by.
Okay, then we'll quickly see, is there anyone from here or any cargo here that needs to go to Horn? It doesn't look like it. Nope, nothing. So it's just gonna be our 2 tons of cargo, 2.2 tons. Actually, I don't think this is in
pilot,
kgs.
That's the last of the crates
It's in
secured and the
pounds.
cargo door is closed and latched. You are clear to taxi.
So 2,200 pounds of cargo over to Horn Island. Let's... Okay, generators are off. Let's go put the fuel back and fire up engine number 1. Okay, actually I'm just gonna go direct to this. Why not? No, not that one. Actually, can I delete this one? A to HID. Can I menu and activate leg? Perfect. Okay, engine 2. One looks good. Alright, we might as well just turn all the lights back on again.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Flaps. Props. Okay, generators 1 and 2. Lights are set, flaps are set. Let's get out of here. I was actually going to check that tire, but everything feels perfectly stable now. I'm taxiing with no power, so think we're fine. We're ripping these wheels off anyway when we get back to Horn Island and putting floats on, so a bit of a waste of money to replace tires now. That rain doesn't look like it's getting any closer. Looks like it might be spreading though. Okay, lights, flaps, props. Power set, here we go. Airspeed's alive. There's 60. What's that sound?
Good flight.
Why does that sound like rain? Because it is. Okay, flaps coming up. Well, we can still see okay. Right, power coming back. Very interesting that rain sounded a lot harder than I think it was. Okay, props coming back. This is going to be interesting, looking at that wall of weather in front of us. There's no way around that. Okay, we're only 36 miles out. What do I do? I can't go around that way either. So our only option is, well, we got two options. We go through it, or we go over it. I don't think we can get fully over this, but I also don't really want to go through it at 1,000 feet. Okay, we're gonna go through it, but we'll keep climbing. Hopefully, there's some clear space on the other side. Otherwise, we are in a lot of trouble. At least we've got plenty of fuel on board now, unlike before. Okay, let's get the autopilot on. And we're gonna go up to 5,000. Okay, hope that works. There's no arm light. Okay, and then we'll get onto the GPS. And into the weather we go. Let's put a bit of extra power on for the climb. if that's FS realistic rain sound. Those rain effects on the windshield are pretty cool. Now, can I activate the wiper? Where would that be? Is it one of these switches here? Wiper on. Does it do anything? No, the wipers still don't do anything. Oh well. Okay, I'm actually going to open up FS Realistic and see. Is that rain? I don't think it is. Airframe airflow. It's not that. There's no like actual rain thing. So I don't think it is then. I think that's all. Oh, we can turn this off. I think that is all just the aircraft. Yep, not FS realistic. Okay, 13 and a half minutes out. We are coming up to our 5,000 feet. I'm hoping that it's actually just going to level off there, because there's no way for me to click the arm button. Well, you click the arm button, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It appears we are out of the rain for now. This is quite spectacular though. Oh wow, it looks like we're going into some pretty nasty stuff there. Okay, there's 5,000 feet and it has actually leveled off. Cool. Okay, we can back the power off a bit. There's Badu where we landed to drop off our sick passenger. Okay, this could get rough. Alright, just over 9 minutes out. Back into the rain. I must say the windshield effects on this aircraft are really cool. 8 minutes out. I really hope that it is clear towards Horn Island, otherwise we are in trouble. Okay, what am I gonna do if we can't get into Horn Island? We're gonna continue. Okay, Horn Island has, I think it's got an RNAV approach. Oh, it's got an NDV approach. We can try that. Oh, it does have an RNAV as well. I think we're gonna struggle with that. So let's have a look at an NDP approach for 08. That only gets us down to 830 feet. And it doesn't exactly align us with the runway. Do we even have NDP on here? I mean, we should. Yes, 356. How do I even do this? Oh, okay, I got it. How do I do? That's awkward. I can't do smaller numbers than that. That's an issue. There we go, I got it. Okay, so you can click with both mouse buttons. Okay, did that actually give us an NDV? I think we're picking it up. Yes, we are. Cool. I don't know if this is even gonna help though. This is looking pretty bad. We're only 3 minutes out. I can see. Right, let's go down to maybe 1,000. might actually make it in here. Props coming back forward. Bring the power right back. Alright, I can see the airport and I can see the runway. Okay, ditch the autopilot. I think we're going to get super lucky here. We need to get in pretty quickly before that rain closes in over the airport. I'm just extending here so we can descend. It's still raining, but if like that stuff ends up over the runway, then we are in huge trouble. I think we are very, very lucky here. Okay, flaps, lights, props. If we do have to go mist, it's an immediate right-hand turn. Stay out of the weather and be aware of the terrain. Turbine lag.
Minimums. 100. Seat rate. Seat rate 50, 40, 30, 20. 10.
That wasn't the softest landing I've seen. Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Okay, not a particularly graceful arrival. We have made it back to Horn Island. Okay, flaps can come up. Bring the props back so we don't have to ride the brakes the whole time. Okay, landing lights, strobe lights. See, once again we're leaning. Now we're leaning to the other side. There we go. It's kind of weird. Okay, welcome back to Horn Island. That got a little sketchy there in places, but at the end of the day, worked out just fine. Let's shut down. Now we can turn off the rest of our lights as well, because we're done.
Pilot. Cargo unloading.
Please. That's already on normal. This can go to off. I turned off the generators already. Those are off, that's off, so then it's just off and off. And we'll jump out. Very cool. There's no rain at all here, but it's, I mean, it's
Transporter from
nasty
dispatch.
all around
Everything
us.
seems okay. The customer looks happy. Mission ended.
Okay, that's good. Right, let's see.
Start your engine.
There's actually a Kodiak for sale here. Right, I don't know how much more we'll actually be able to do with this kind of weather in the immediate area. We've been going for just over an hour, so maybe we'll call it there for this episode. And in the next episode, we can look at taking out the Islander or something, or even our Twin Otter, but with floats next time. So we'll see what's available to us in the next episode. But I think that's going to bring us to the end of episode 40. Yeah, I didn't plan for the medical emergency, so we kind of did that one extra flight and had to extend that leg a little bit. But anyway, that is going to bring us to the end of this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you did make it all the way to this point, I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it and want to follow along, you know what to do down below, and hopefully I see you in the next one.